Hello everyone, how are you today? Happy Saturday to you. It's a beautiful, frigid day here in the North Shore of Massachusetts. It's like just constantly wearing two pairs of socks. Well, actually, never wear the same ones, so it's good. But there's all this, polarity happening in the world, and, we always look to, let me rephrase. Our brains are figuring out machines, and they're constantly trying to figure things out, or to say, this is this, or this is this. Whenever you see something, the brain wants to label it as something. So I thought, since everybody's focusing on how they're different, or, how you're not doing this the way that I would, or, this is different, and I believe this, or I believe that. And, I'll rephrase again, so much of what's in 3D is polarity and is choice. So I thought, with my little video today, that I would pull a few cards that we're all going through, and maybe something that, if you knew me as a leader, if you knew me working in coffee, you knew me working at a fitness club, you've known me through metaphysical things, you've known me as Alyssa's assistant, or a Reiki practitioner, tarot card reader, artist, whatever it may be, I wanted to kind of see what brings us all together, and what, binds us, what pretty pictures these cards have that bring us together. So that's what I thought my video would be today, since it's a wild west out there. Which reminds me of Melbourne, one of my favorite places in the world. But even that, I look at, why Melbourne? Why is Melbourne one of my favorite places in the world? Or what I was watching an Abraham video channel, Abraham's, like, what is, preparing for what our heart desires. And it's like, why is this calling me? Why is Melbourne calling me? Or why is, travel calling me? And why is, owning a home on another planet calling me? Or, in another country or something like that. Going from renting to buying. Why is that calling me? And, when we get down to it, and, Abram speaks of ease, and, I want this to be easy. It's in my heart, and it's loving, and it's beautiful. And that's what we all want, is for things to come easily to us, for it to be magical and abundant and safe. So we've got a lot of balls in the air, each of us, looks like, or we're all trying to figure it the fuck out. It doesn't matter where you are, or what dimension that you are in, or, as Elizabeth April says, it doesn't matter what you fucking identify with. A friend of mine used to say to me, like, Sarah, what mythological creature are you identifying with today? And it was Hermes at the time, and it's curious, once we pull back all of these labels and identifications and titles and, what we thought we needed, or what actually makes us safe, or, what is the foundational emotion or feeling that I want when I think about these things. And, right. We're all feeling it. I think everybody's feeling it. Oh, and what's underneath it all? The upside down world. Casual. So we have the 2 and 4 of Pentacles. The world and its applicable matters, things like that. This is the first one that popped out by itself. Everybody feels like they got a lot of shit in the air, and you're doing great. You're doing great. Whether you believe it or not, you signed up for this. You signed up for this. This body, this life, this time and space. We signed up for this. And we're all looking for foundation. You know, for this to be reversed, to me, this is my interpretation of what I'm seeing and hearing right now, is we all want to feel safe. You're safe inside yourself, precious. That's one of my favorite sayings that I say to myself when I'm out and about in the world and I'm, you know, either edibles popping or, you know, I'm around so many unconscious beings, whatever it may be. But I have to remind myself that I'm safe inside myself. We have to remind ourselves that we're safe inside of ourselves. That's where that comes. But do we need more to feel safe within our environment? What do we need to feel safe? You know, with everything being all, you know, glitches in the matrix, all that fucked up shit. With all this happening, what do you need to feel safe? What do you need to feel safe? And what does that feel like? And what does that look like? You know, because this babe, there's nobody keeping her bound. There's nobody around. The castle's so far away. So this disruption, whatever we're all feeling as a collective, it's A, on purpose, but B, it's not real. It's not real. Or what we think is happening is not really happening. Like, I couldn't fucking imagine being unconscious or being, you know, just acting within the matrix right now and having all of these magical and, you know, otherworldly things happening around you and not acknowledging them. You know, maybe even keeping yourself purposefully, like, I just want to keep my head in the sand. Like, some days I look at unconscious people and I'm like, wow, that looks awesome. Like, you look super just, like, unfazed by fucking ascension. Just unfazed. But then again, I have to remind myself that they have their own whole life. All those things. So we're all as a collective going through this personal binding or fear or covering of our eyes, or a little bit of the feeling I'm getting is like hiding under the covers, maybe. And that's for me too. That's for me too. This looks like fun, doesn't it? It's about acceptance, child. Accept it. Let the pain come into your heart. Let it just simmer. And let your heart beat with the daggers inside of it. Like, be like the fucker in all those medieval movies or in any of those movies where it's like you shoot him 1,000 times. It's like, or in Austin Powers, like, why won't you die? Let this accept what you're feeling as sensation and not pain. It's uncomfortable, maybe, but it's not painful. It just is what it is, and it doesn't look like what we thought it was going to look like. Nothing is going to look like we thought it was going to look like because we can't yet imagine what it's going to look like. So, what does this card say to you? This is a little bit of the blue skies in the background. The rest of them are bleak backgrounds. Just little bits and little bits and little bits. 2, 4, 8, and 3. There's not really any. If I was to read this intuitively, there's fear, there's unknowing, there's a little bit of confusion, and there's a desire to feel safe. That safety, for me, really comes from connection, validation, and communication. You know, I'm super vocal about all of my, you know, ups and downs and stuff like that. But, you know, when I'm in a super, super, super low, or when I'm going through intense transition, I don't usually post. I don't usually reach out. I don't usually do these things. And maybe I should really look at that, because validation is what I'm seeking. You know, I look to, you know, Alissa my mentor and her assistant. Look to Elizabeth April. Fuck, such an inspired being and teacher. Like, incredible. The amount of openings that you'll receive from watching that being's content is just unmatched. And I have, my healers channels and, all different spirit families and guides that I listen to, and I feel safe and protected around them, and I receive validation with them. But, but I'm also here for you. You. Who's going through this as well. We all have our ups and downs and highs and lows. And whether you're in 3D or 5D or somewhere in the middle, or you don't know what those terms mean, or you just knew me, or you just start scrolling and my face popped up, like, I'm talking directly to you. Just you and me here. And the herbs, the little guy back there. I mean, he's a card, but so know that I see you and I hear you, and I'm here to validate that a lot of what's happening right now is super fucked. We've never experienced it before, whatever that may mean to you. But it's real. It's real. And it's pretty cool. The power you have, it's pretty big. It's pretty big. But accepting that we put these binds around ourselves, that we put these blinders over our eyes, that all we need to do is accept that we're all in this together. Everybody's got to ascend. Everybody's got to ascend. We know the other choice, but everybody has the option to ascend. Everyone did when they signed up. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah. No matter what, and I said this to my friends yesterday, I said this to my friend, you couldn't stop what is meant for you if you tried. You couldn't. It's all up to God, universe, source. It's written. It's written. You couldn't mess up what is meant for you if you tried. I mean, you have free will. Like, don't get me wrong. You can choose, like, this beautiful, beautiful teacup. It has water in it. I'm so grateful. It is right in front of me, and I love teacups. And so you accept the teacup, and you take the teacup because you love teacups, and I fucking love teacups, so I took the teacup. So when you are presented with, freedom or unity consciousness or wealth for all, happiness and joy for all, for everybody, that's profound. That's profound. So sometimes people don't want to pick up that cup. They don't want to look at what that means. And that's totally okie dokie. We can look at them and love them in their best light, and that's awesome. But for us, if you're here and you're with me, welcome. First of all, I'm so excited that we're here together. But I see you and I love you and I feel your pain. Or what we've perceived as pain we got to accept that pain as growth. Or pain as growth. When you're, I'll leave with this. I like to exercise. And this is from a conversation I had somewhere about a month ago. I think I used this parable. It's a good one. When you're exercising and you want you want to lift a specific amount of weight off the ground. I think they call it a PR. I have no idea. My coach is gentle with me when it comes to the terminology, but we want to have a personal best, the heaviest lift, like the one time I'm going to pick this up off the ground. I'm going to put it down. You set that goal and you work towards it. And you have, you know, times that you're sweating and times that you're pushing it and times that you're smashing it. And you have other workouts. You're doing different things. And it's hard. It's fucking hard work. It's fucking hard work. So with that, we accept that pain. You know, you're week 2 of a 4 to 5 week program. You're fucking sweating and you're gross and you're stinking. But at the end of the workout, you feel amazing. You feel amazing. That's accepted. You're like, yes, I'm working towards that goal. I feel it. I did it. You accept that because you know the end result. We can't see the end result. We can't see it. So our brains, these figuring out machines, are like, why is there this discomfort? I don't know what I'm doing this for. So this must just be pain. This must just be punishment. This must be negative. But it's fucking not. It's growth. It's growth. You just have no idea how strong you actually fucking are. So we perceive it as pain. We perceive it as the middle. We perceive it as the end when it's really just the middle. But we got to enjoy this exercise, this day, this time, as we find comfort, as we juggle, as we take the blindfolds off, as we accept experiences and sensations, not pain, experiences and sensations for the greater good of everybody. And when you heal yourself, you heal the world. You don't have to focus completely on the world. You just have to focus on yourself. Because by healing yourself, you heal the world. It's really fucking cool. That feels good. That feels good. Thank you so much. Happy Saturday. I love and appreciate you all. If you've found any sort of connection within, or just validation, whatever it may be, or enjoyment from my videos, please consider donating. Please subscribe to my channel, or like this page, or share this page, whatever, comment. Any little bit, any bit of connection means the absolute world to me. That's why I'm here. So thank you so much. I love and appreciate you all. Have a beautiful, wonderful, blessed motherfucking day. Love you.